Godzilla is waking up. After years of speculation, rumors and fans begging for an update, Nissan has finally confirmed it. The GT-R, the car that redefined what a supercar killer could be, is getting a major refresh in 2025. And yeah, it's coming to America. But here's the question everyone's asking. Can the king reclaim its throne in an era dominated by electric hypercars and million-dollar exotics? Stick around, because what Nissan has planned might surprise you. Before we dive into what's new, let's talk about why this matters. The Nissan GT-R isn't just another sports car, it's a legend, a cultural icon that proved you didn't need a Ferrari or Porsche badge to embarrass supercars on the track. When the R35 GT-R launched back in 2007, it changed everything. A twin-turbo V6 producing over 480 horsepower, an advanced all-wheel drive system that could launch you from 0 to 60 in under 3 seconds, and a price tag that was less than half of its European rivals. The GT-R made supercar performance accessible, but here's the thing, that was nearly 2 decades ago. The current GT-R has received updates over the years. Sure, more power, better suspension, revised styling. But the core platform? It's been the same since the Bush administration, and the automotive world has moved on. We're living in an era where a family sedan can do 0 to 60 in 3 seconds, where Tesla Plaids are running 9-second quarter miles, where even Corvettes have gone mid-engine. So the big question is, what can Nissan do to make the GT-R relevant again? Well, according to the latest reports, Nissan is preparing to unveil an updated GT-R this year, with the US market getting it shortly after. And while Nissan is being tight-lipped about the specifics, the rumors and insider information are fascinating. First, let's address the elephant in the room: will it be electric? The answer, for now, appears to be no. While Nissan has been aggressive with electrification across their lineup, insiders suggest the GT-R will stick with its iconic twin-turbo V6 engine. But don't think that means it's going to be the same old powertrain. Sources suggest Nissan is working on a heavily revised version of the VR38 DET engine, potentially incorporating hybrid technology to boost power and efficiency. We're talking about a possible output north of 600 horsepower in the base model, with higher performance variants potentially pushing even further. And here's where it gets interesting. The hybrid system wouldn't just be about fuel economy. It would provide instant torque fill, eliminating turbo lag, and making the GT-R even more brutal off the line. Imagine the already ridiculous launch control system, but with electric motors providing instant thrust while the turbos spool up. If this is true, Nissan would be following in the footsteps of cars like the Acura NSX and Ferrari SF90, using hybrid tech to enhance performance rather than just check an environmental box. But power is only part of the equation. The GT-R has always been about being a complete package. So what else can we expect? The current GT-R's design is iconic, but it's also, well, old. Expect Nissan to give it a comprehensive styling overhaul, while keeping the aggressive, purposeful stance that defines Godzilla. Sharper LED lighting, more aerodynamic bodywork, and probably some design cues from Nissan's recent concept cars. Think evolution, not revolution. They're not going to turn it into a sleek Italian exotic. This is still a car with a reputation for being a heavyweight bruiser that happens to be incredibly fast. This is where the current GT-R really shows its age. The interior hasn't kept pace with modern luxury sports cars. Expect a complete overhaul here. Better materials, a modern infotainment system that doesn't look like it was borrowed from a 2010 Altima, and technology features that match what you'd find in contemporary performance cars. We're talking about things like a digital instrument cluster, advanced driver assistance systems, and connectivity features that actually work with your smartphone without needing an adapter from Radio Shack. Here's where things get murky. Will Nissan stick with the current platform or develop something new? A completely new platform would be ideal, but it's also incredibly expensive. The smart money is on a heavily modified version of the current platform, with improvements to rigidity, weight reduction through the use of more aluminum and carbon fiber, and a revised suspension setup that can handle the increased power while still being manageable on public roads. If Nissan is serious about the GT-R remaining a supercar killer, they need to be targeting some serious numbers. We're talking 0 to 60 in under 2.5 seconds, a top speed well above 200 miles per hour, and Nürburgring lap times that can compete with the latest Porsche 911 Turbo S and Corvette Z06. It's a tall order, but Nissan has surprised us before. Now, let's talk about what the updated GT-R is up against, because the landscape has changed dramatically. When the R35 launched, its main rivals were cars like the Porsche 911 Turbo and maybe the Audi R8. Today, the competition is fierce and diverse. You've got the C8 Corvette Z06 offering naturally aspirated mid-engine thrills for around $110,000. The Porsche 911 Turbo S is faster than ever and now comes in hybrid form. The new Acura NSX may be gone, but Honda proved you could make a hybrid supercar work. And then, there are the electric wildcards. The Tesla Model S Plaid offers mind-bending straight-line performance for less than $90,000. Lucid, Rimac, and others are pushing electric performance into hypercar territory. Nissan needs to offer something these cars don't, and I think they know what that is: soul, character. The feeling that you're driving something special, something with a heritage and a personality that goes beyond just numbers on a spec sheet. The GT-R has always been the underdog that could beat the establishment. It needs to recapture that magic. So, when can you get one, and how much will it cost? According to the latest reports, Nissan plans to unveil the updated GT-R sometime in 2025, with US sales beginning later in the year or early 2026. As for pricing, that's the big question. The current GT-R Premium starts around $115,000, with the Nismo edition pushing close to $215,000. For the updated model, expect the base price to creep up to around $130,000 to $140,000. That would position it firmly in Porsche 911 Turbo territory. And honestly, if Nissan delivers on the performance promises, that's not unreasonable. The higher performance variants, potentially including a new Nismo edition, could easily push past $200,000. But for that money, you'd be getting one of the most capable performance cars on the planet, with the added bonus of relative exclusivity compared to something like a 911. One thing's for sure: if you want one of the last internal combustion GT-Rs, this might be your chance, because the writing is on the wall. Eventually, even Godzilla will have to go electric. So there you have it. The Nissan GT-R is coming back, and it's bringing everything fans have been asking for: more power, modern technology, updated styling, and hopefully, that same supercar slaying attitude that made it a legend. Will it be enough to reclaim the crown in 2025? That's the question we'll all be asking when it finally debuts. But if there's one thing we know about the GT-R, it's this: never count Godzilla out. The automotive landscape may have changed, but the GT-R has always thrived on being the underdog, the car that proves you don't need a famous badge or a six-figure price tag to run with the big boys. And in a world increasingly dominated by faceless electric appliances, there's something deeply appealing about a twin-turbo monster that still roars. What do you think? Are you excited for the updated GT-R? Do you think Nissan can recapture the magic, or has the world moved on? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this deep dive into one of the most iconic performance cars ever made, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. We've got more automotive news, reviews, and deep dives coming your way, and you won't want to miss it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Keep the dream alive, and remember, the legend never dies.